want sauce on everything, 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 everything. I want sauce on everything, 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 everything.
Welcome to Sauce on Everything podcast. You know who it is, man. SOE Cash Cow. And I'm here with two beautiful ladies today. Of course, you know I have my beautiful co-host, the Queen, Miss Marie.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all?
And
in the building. Look who I brought with
I'm about to say she brought a friend with her today. She brought a friend with her today.
Crystal Monique, and I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, Crystal Monique. How you doing today?
Great.
Great. Well, we appreciate you coming by the show, stopping by to chop it with us, and let us know some of the things that you got going on. Tasha, how was your week?
The week was not bad at all. I was highly productive in aspects of somebody else's endeavors, but you know, my own. I was slacking a bit. But yes, you know, it was a successful week, I'll say that. I give this week a B minus.
A B minus?
A B minus.
Oh, that's a good week.
It's a good week. It's a good week. I could use improvement.
Always.
Well, these are the notes for next week for myself. That's all that is. So yeah. But you know, how's your week been, Miss Crystal Monique?
It was an interesting week. I took a lot of naps. That's a win because I don't sleep. I was gonna say because I don't sleep well.
Oh,
I like naps.
I'm
a napper.
I did say some words not written in the scriptures when people called me out of my naps.
Oh man,
you know how hard sleep is to get.
That part. I did get a lot of dancing in, so that was good. I needed that exercise.
Hey. Well, do you like you go to a step class or something?
Not a class, but I do Chicago step-in, ballroom, line dance.
So where's the new spot now? Because I mean, now that the infamous is gone, and I've yet to see any updates.
Yeah, about that. No,
man,
we kind of just bounce it here and there. I think I'm going to check out Milt's. I hear that's an up and coming place.
Okay.
I met the DJ recently, so he seems like he's pretty cool. So I'm thinking I can probably cut a rug there.
Okay,
and Laura J's, they still do it, don't they?
Who?
Laura J's? Ain't Laura J's?
Down the street, like closer to 260. Well, probably
right,
that's
right
like
next
270.
to the other spot.
Is it? They're right there in the same place?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, Laura J used to do the stuff outside.
It sure is. I had to place myself. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that one. Yeah. I don't go outside, y'all, as you can plainly see. I don't know.
I'm going to get her outside
right
more.
Down the street. I just don't go outside.
Well,
outside is a scary place. But yeah.
It is.
Indeed. How was your week, sir?
Oh, man, my week was cool. My week was really good. You know, I took my son today to see to start karate class. So, and it was crazy because, you know, son kind of made me proud today. We was driving, so I had him put on this little new outfit, you know, wanted to look fresh going out to a little spot or whatever. So I had a little polo outfit. So I'm driving and it started raining hard. So I had rolled his window down a little bit. And he like, Dad, man, you gotta roll my window up. I'm like, for what, man? You all right? He like, man, you getting my outfit getting wet, man.
Look at him all concerned.
Damn, okay, bro. All right,
I'm gonna do that.
Window up, man. You respecting your shit? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Outfit dirty, Dad.
Right, get my outfit wet. And I really wanted to say, nigga, it's a couple of water spots. Like you'll be all right. But you know, hey, I gave him no respect. So you know. Seem like seem like he might be growing up a little bit day by day. So, but no, we gonna get started in a little karate class. Said he was excited about doing that, so we gonna go ahead and
is it a parent-child kind of thing, or is he in it by himself? Because I've heard of both.
Yeah, he's really in it by himself. Letting him.
They don't let adults in there because I want to learn how to kick.
Actually, when we was there, we seen some adults actually, you know, training and stuff to get their belts and stuff too. So no, they
no belt. I just want to learn how to.
They was in there kicking and doing everything the kids was doing.
Okay.
So yeah, they definitely have adult classes as well. So yeah, it was a good. Then this was my first week, you know, doing our things with the kids anyway. So yeah, it was definitely a positive and productive.
That's good. Very good.
Indeed. Mr. Riggs, did you have anything you'd like to? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that was not being a question.
You can still ask something, nigga. You got something to say, just yell it. Just yelling from the background.
Do it in the loud voice.
I left my mic at home.
Look, just use your outside voice. That's all. Concert voice. Oh, man. But yeah, just trying to check in with everybody. Get the pulse.
One more thing. I did see my grandbaby.
Yay.
Who is much stronger than he realizes. He's about 1 year and 4 months, but he's very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so he throws things, he's tapping things. And so I've already warned him because he tapped my son. And I said, listen, I don't take kindly to people hitting my child. I don't care if he is your daddy. But then he thought he was going to tap me. And I said, oh, no. You didn't got to misread.
Get you a wooden spoon.
The original.
I'm going to get them together.
Tap them legs. That's what
that
you
part.
say. Tap
And,
them legs.
and that's going to be the one conflict I hope I don't have to have, because this generation is truly strongly against spankings and things like that. And I am truly for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't understand when, and it's like, I want to have conversations with people who have a problem against it, because I feel like, what is your definition of spanking?
I was going to say,
Because
there's a
you
difference
think I'm
between a
beating
beating,
them?
it's a
I'm
beating
not.
and a spanking. Now, I'm going to
Exactly.
rat-a-tat them legs if I'm only going to tell you twice to
Man,
stop.
it's a quick, I'm going to get the message across. You don't want this to happen again.
I was going to say, if you do
That's
it right,
it.
you don't have to keep doing it.
You don't have to keep doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
It should only take 1 or 2 times for them to get the message.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue with a child and that my kids have always been the lesson for other children. So they see how I deal with them, and they be like, nah. Especially if their mom ain't around. Oh, goodness. Yeah, they be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just follow along with the instructions that were given.
That part.
Because y'all don't want those problems.
My rule is, if I can't discipline them, keep them at your house.
Keep them at your house. I can't
absolutely.
keep your kids. I'm not for that, because you would not disrespect me. I would never want to hurt your child, and it's not my intention to. So, like, what is your definition of spanking? And until we get that defined, it's like, please don't assume that I'm out here tying kids up and punching them to the body. I mean, what do you think I'm doing with these babies? Like, come on. I love the babies. I would never do anything, but you will not disrespect me in my presence. You will respect my authority, and I feel like that's the problem with a lot of these kids now.
And that's why
I will be the one to redirect them to what they should be doing. That's a rare occasion, I understand, but this is what's going to happen here when they're with me.
That's right.
So,
and that's why I said, okay, let me go over there more often so I can go ahead. And then there's that cultural difference.
And that's the thing. It's like,
because his mom is white.
Exactly. So how is that? What's that about?
It's interesting. It's not that they don't discipline per se. I feel like they ignore. They ignore for a long time before they say something.
Okay.
Whereas I'm like, nope. Let me cut this off at the pass.
Yep.
So I wanted to keep going here. And especially because he is so strong. He's not really trying to hurt you. He's doing what babies do.
Yeah.
But he's very, very strong. So now if he throws something that hits someone and hurts them, they don't care that he's a baby. You know?
Oh, of course not.
So I'm just trying to influence learning stop or no the first time.
Exactly.
I might even give you 2.
Discipline.
Exactly.
And so just trying to get in there and help them understand that different cultures discipline differently.
Yep.
And it doesn't make one right or wrong, but understand that when a kid has 2 cultures, they have to be able to observe both.
Man.
And I don't care if they don't observe yours, but he's going to observe mine
when
he with me. So.
I'm like, and I would hate for that to be the reason why I would never see my grandchild. It's like, don't do that now. That's my grandbaby now, but just understand.
We're going to segue into it, but there's many of families that are going through that situation right
Seriously.
now.
Seriously. And it's so unfortunate.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And then it's like, and that makes me feel like, well, what happened to you to make you feel that strongly about that not happening? Like, again, I need to know where your definition comes from and why you're defining it that way in a way that would make it seem like it's something that's very abusive, and it's not. It truly is. And it's redirection.
I think the issue with that too, though, working in social services, is people take things too far. So for you and I, we might just mean a little rat-a-tat on the leg.
Yeah.
The next person think they gave a rat-a-tat, but now this child got a bruise on their back. Now we got a whole different situation.
Yeah, you don't want to go too far.
And disciplining while they're angry. You know, those kind of things. So I get it, but again, PSA. If you don't want me to rat-a-tat your child, don't bring them to my house.
Right. People got to definitely regulate their emotions. And I think a lot of adults have problems regulating their emotions, especially when it comes to these kids. That's why you have a lot of things going on with, these parents and these kids unaliving these kids and things of that nature. So, and that's unfortunate, but you definitely have a lot of that going on. So just to segue into, one of our topics, since we're talking about the kids, have you, one of the things that I've been seeing online lately is a lot of the, children, especially the young girls, are being raised to be like attitudinal, like to have attitude, like to be like,
They think it's cute.
right?
Oh,
like
yes.
it's cute to
It's an
to
outfit,
be,
believe that.
I guess, what sassy in so
Yeah.
many words, or
Yeah.
something like that. Like, and then you see these little girls, you know what I'm saying, going out here acting this way with no respect for themselves, as well as no respect for authority, and then you wonder why they're getting in trouble or they're having issues in school. So, is that something that, you guys have been seeing online or just recent,
That's all you
period?
see
Just the
online.
little
All of
girls
it.
acting a fool?
Well, and then you look at, they're doing what they see.
Yep.
That's
all
what
you
their
see
mom does.
online.
But at the
Yep,
same
and
time,
in
I think
person.
it all comes from the point of discipline. I'll give you an example. So, when I was raising my son, when I told him he couldn't do something, I explained to him why.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, a generation or two back, it was because I said so.
Right.
Now, there are some instances where that is the answer.
Yes.
But when you don't
Agreed.
tell them why,
It makes all the difference.
they don't truly understand. They're just doing it because you said so. So then when you're not there, all hell breaking loose. They're just doing anything.
Whatever the hell they was doing before.
And so they also can't think critically about what their behavior is saying about them to another person. So I think that's it's important. It's important and part of the discipline. Even if they're going to get punished for it, you need to understand why. So we don't come back here again.
Man,
you understand what this means because you're not going to always live with me. I promise.
Huh.
And you need to be able to handle yourself. People are teaching their kids that the police can't do this, that, and the third. You don't know your ABCs good. You don't know your multiplication tables. But you're going to tell the police what they can and can't do.
Right. Yeah.
Like, make it make sense. You don't know the basic stuff you should know, but you think you're entitled to this respect. You're a child.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in a child's place.
That's it.
First of all, if you have an issue, you go to an adult. That's what I was always taught, and that's what I teach. No child should be going back and forth with an adult.
Period.
You go tell somebody, let them handle it. Because here's the thing. You go back and forth with me. I'm going to handle you just like I'm going to handle an adult. I'm going to handle you like an adult because that's how you present yourself, right? Now your feelings hurt.
There is no back and forth.
Look what you made me do.
See, I didn't try to do this. That's what you made me do.
And that's what I always had to tell them. I give the people what they want.
Man, that's what you signed up for.
I also think this is going to sound so bad, but it's the population that I've worked with. A lot of people have various disabilities, so to speak.
Says a lot.
Expound.
Okay. So, some of them are learned. People that have things like intermittent explosive disorder. Some of these I feel like are made up, but it is what it is. They're in the DS
So that's
now.
just somebody who just randomly
And
throws out there.
what happens is people that don't respect authority, have a hard time following rules, those kind of things, and they blow up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what happened, remember, back when I was in school, the kids that had to go to classes that had disabilities was few and far in between.
Yeah.
But because other kids started to see that they were getting special treatment.
Man, Candy.
It
Because I sure was jealous
Mm-hmm.
when they went to Mr. Romano's class.
Yes, and Mr.
I wanted to go to Mr. Romano's class. I'm like, they get candy.
And so instead of it being the exception to the rule, it became the rule, and people are like, oh, well, I can get this. So for instance, the kids that I work with, even if you have a disability, I'm still going to hold you to a certain standard because I'm modeling what you need to do.
Right.
So even if you don't understand, let's say I wrote it down and you can't read and comprehend it, I'm showing you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So just follow that.
Exactly.
But a lot of people don't do that, and they start to discount, oh, well, they have ADHD. They got ADD. Okay, well, at my house, they still would have got a whooping.
Yeah.
Here's what was said. Here's what's done. Do it
Do
or don't, but here's the repercussions. And so I think a disservice is done.
It is.
Because now you're reinforcing bad behavior. You're not allowing them to grow and learn how to do those things. Because even if they don't know how, you can always learn how.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because you clearly see even autistic children who've grown up and they understand exactly what's being told.
Absolutely.
It's like they may not have a way of being able to relay it back to you, but they know exactly what you're saying and they're able to function if you give them the room to do so.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's all in the way that the time that you invest.
True.
and trying to have that a communication where you're able to know enough about this person to know how far you're able to go with them.
And you have to speak the language they understand.
Exactly.
Now, I am fluent in the words not written in the scriptures. I'm also fluent in nice mama, and then I'm also fluent in we about to throw these hands.
Man.
So now you pick which one we need.
That's it.
Sheesh,
fluent
in a lot of things, aren't you?
I am.
You got to
I'm
be
bilingual.
Though. Especially the parent of a young man as
yes,
well.
Absolutely.
It's more important in that aspect because you cannot be weak.
They will run over you.
They will run straight over you. And it's like, so you have to have this area of strength because it's like, no, I will not, allow you to keep, acting like you can I'm going to give you a little bit of leeway. No, what I said is what I said. I told you not to, right? Okay, well, that's why you got slapped. What do you mean you don't understand? Why are you holding your face shut?
So mamas is the originators of I said what I said.
I said what I said.
But one thing that that I've come across as well, though, unfortunately, is that, a lot of these young men, probably as well as young women, but I work with more young boys than women. But a lot of these young men have a lack of respect for authority, specifically female authority, specifically their moms, because they may have seen their mother in in an abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And never seen her stand up for herself, things of that nature. So it makes the child is traumatized because, even though you might be bucking up at me, you're not bucking up at that nigga.
Right.
And he come over here beating your ass. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes a totally different experience that this young person has to grow up in because it's like, I'm looking at you getting, disrespected and getting hurt and things of that nature.
I tell you who won't do it.
And,
I ain't scared of nothing I brought into this world.
Not at all.
What they say, I brought you here, I take you out. Don't make me show you.
I would think, that's what I would think. Like,
So
even though you letting a nigga beat your ass, you still shouldn't let your son beat your ass. But at the same time, like I say, a lot of these young ladies, that's what they're going through. You know what I mean? And they don't understand.
Yes.
I think what it is also is a lot of parents don't understand how much they affect their children.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really understand, like,
the
your
shit
children
they
watch
say,
you all day,
exactly.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
are
watch
the
you
example.
like a TV show
Yeah.
that
Right.
they're downloading
Like,
or something. Like, it's crazy. They are watching.
I always, that was my goal. Like, I want to make sure my son didn't have a childhood he had to recover from.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask him all the time, and I'm like, you know what? If it's something, I'm not going to be mad. I just want to know. I want to feel like, I did a good job as a mom. And if I didn't, tell me. Like, I'm not going to be offended.
Exactly.
I want to know. And I'm so thankful. Even in those times where I was struggling, he has the greatest memories. And when he's telling them back, I'm like, were we at the same place?
But
I don't remember it like that.
Right.
Shit.
But I'm thankful
Right.
for that because that's my goal. I wanted to raise him to be successful, the head of a household, and to not have to recover from his childhood.
Yeah.
That's rough. And some of that stuff you can't, you don't want to spend your whole adulthood trying to break generational curses.
Hello?
Because it's tiring.
You just held that baggage. Don't send it to your children.
It's tiring. And that's it. I'm the buffer for him. I'm like, you know what? This stops here with me for all these things. Mm-hmm. So, my life has been wild, but his is not, and I'm thankful for that.
Indeed.
Well, you know what? I just found the clip that I wanted to show y'all. I'm about to look for it on my phone so I can put it in the mic. Give me 1 second. I actually was looking for it the whole time because I wanted to play the clip that actually, brought that, talked about these young ladies and how they are because it actually had some young ladies actually acting a fool.
When Rika got on here and said that she don't want her son dating little black girls, y'all acted a fool. I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing. Look, I don't have no sons, but I don't want my daughter being friends with y'all daughters, bro. Y'all daughters are literally way too damn grown. Y'all aren't letting them be kids. What you
They definitely kids.
Attitude. Ooh, walk out.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I'm about to whoop both of them.
This is insane. I don't want my daughter corrupted by y'all daughters, bro. I be seeing the way that y'all raising y'all kids. If all got along, what we doing, y'all? Hey. How much time I got it?
That's sad. I think that's how
I'm talking
my
shit
auntie
about your mama.
raised her kids. I think that's how they all do.
Look in the wigs. Look, she got a whole ass pink wig on.
You got your attitude. No, what's up? Attitude. You can set up.
The face, that's what makes me sick. That fucking face. That, what is that little? That drives me nuts.
Black girls, what I'm seeing. It's majority little black girls. It is.
Did she not know she was a little black girl once upon a time?
It is disgusting what y'all letting them do. And then y'all putting wigs on y'all kids in middle school.
Man,
first of all, I know I got on a wig. I'm fucking grown. Okay?
That shit is expensive too.
My child think that wigs are for mamas and aunties and grannies. You know why? Because her mama, her auntie, her granny be wearing wigs. She think that's for old people. Y'all got them on y'all kids in fucking middle school. Y'all ain't even giving their follicles a chance. Y'all not even giving these little girls' hair follicles a fucking chance to grow. Because y'all yanking that shit out by root. Like, I don't want my child nowhere around that. Y'all really have to get it together, and can't nobody tell y'all nothing, because anytime somebody brings up anything, it's not all of us are doing it. Okay, not all of y'all are doing it. There's way too many.
So, okay, let me just say this.
But shout out, hold on, that's Naughty the Villain. So shout out Naughty the Villain. That was on her page on Instagram.
Okay, Naughty the Villain. You right, girl, but I'm sorry, I can't take you serious because you said bro. Anywho, on top of the fact, sometimes your presentation, people miss the message because of your presentation. And it did.
The message took you all the way
took
out.
me. I had to come back to the message. But on top of that, it sounds like some self-hate. Did you forget that you were a black little girl once upon a time? Now, they may not have the same upbringing as you because people raise their kids based on how they were raised. However, we already have the larger society saying black girls are this, black girls are that, and you will see some examples of that. But when you jump on the bandwagon and testify on their behalf, you hurting your own people. Why not start a group for your daughter's friends? Teach them the things that they don't know. How about that?
Well, she might, but she was just pointing out how, man, these kids is getting out of control, how they ratchet, want to talk crazy. They don't have no respect for authority. True. As you see, they want to fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even thinking about de-escalating the situation. It's about escalating the situation. Yes. Off top, we gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? You talk about my mama, we gonna fight. Like, what?
And teach them what I was taught. You might be big and bad, but there's always somebody bigger and badder.
Man, you teach them, what we used to, we was taught, words don't hurt. What was it? Throw rocks at the dirt or something like that?
God made dirt.
That's what I was saying too. God made dirt, don't hurt.
Oh yeah, sticks and stones.
Oh yeah. Sticks and
words
stones.
that never hurt. God made dirt.
I was like, throw rocks. Look, I said throw rocks at the dirt. I don't know what it was. But yeah, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That's what it was. So, you know, that was one of I'm rubber, you're glue, bounces off me and sticks to you. You know what I'm saying? That was the shit we used to say when it came to words, all right? Like, you had to put your hands on me in order for us to have to fight.
Right.
But, you know,
right.
we had
you can knock that pencil off my shoulder and I see you at 3:30.
You knock that pencil off my shoulder for sure.
Go ahead,
touch me. Not touch me.
And then I was the irritating one. I'm not touching you.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not touching you. Yeah, it is sad. I just think about these are the kids that are going to take care of people that are in nursing homes later.
That's the part that terrifies me.
They're going to have... Yes, because the ones we have now are not that great. So just imagine if that's your attitude coming in. Old people are not going to have a chance. If
old people going to have robots.
I got to go to the bathroom.
They going to let them...
Now you ready to box them out.
My guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Square up.
I done seen that a couple times where they like, I ain't about to change no shit. You got me fucked up. I'm out of here.
They too good for everything.
And that may not be their heart's desire, but with an attitude like that, that's unfortunately the only kind of jobs you can get. And the reason those jobs are open is because people don't like to do those things.
Yep.
So they get their degrees and they move on. But if you have an attitude that keeps you from doing that, you're going to be cleaning shit whether you want to or not.
Exactly. You want to get some money, don't you? So yeah, that's the sad part. And it's like my thing is, I think about it more so because I got boys, and I truly do not want my boys to have to care for me when it comes time.
No,
I feel like that's just not a boy's place.
Yeah, with his mom. Yeah,
and so I have to be able to be secure that some female presence hopefully marries this female presence, or somebody cares enough to treat me with the utmost care in my older years.
Well, no, that's not true, because the thing about your boys is gonna do everything that they can do besides probably change you. Like you might not want them to change you or something like that, and that's understandable. That's why your boys will be in charge.
Stuff,
but they might have to.
Listen, Tasha, look, I'm giving your boys. I'm gonna give your boys the benefit of the doubt that they will be able to get out there and hire somebody, a good nurse, that'll come in there and make sure that their mama is taken care of.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but
they gonna do that.
I don't want them to do it. That's what I'm saying.
I was going to say, sometimes
and they're going to do a good job.
There are situations where that's not the case. When my grandmother passed, she had insurance and all of that. They would only pay for certain things. So that ended up with my uncle, who also lived with her, taking care of her. For a male child, grown and all, to have to wash his mom, literally, to have to feed her, that could be traumatizing too. Just like the things that you see as a kid. And honestly, now that I think about it, I really do think it traumatized him having to do that, because at the end of the day, unfortunately, insurance runs a lot of things. Unless you got a lot of money to pay out of pocket, they may say, we're only allowing somebody to come for 2 hours a day, and they can only cook your food, wash your clothes. If they don't give somebody to clean you, a family member has to do it.
Yeah.
And she got boys and I got boys.
I'm saying I don't want that to be their responsibility.
But,
and then to even have to cook my food, I just think about the times where a grape fell on the floor and you still put it on the plate. I don't want you feeding me shit like that. See, I think about things like that.
But you're not. But that's not thinking about reality. That's not thinking of the future. I think, because my thing is, my grandmother, I just got done taking care of my grandmother. And I know a lot of people a lot of older men who take care of their mothers and their grandparents and things of that nature.
They do what they got to do.
You know what I'm saying? And they do it well. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. Yeah, insurance does play a part. And yes, having some type of financial stability, so, your parent having like a pension or something like that, because these are older people, so they still got Social Security and shit like that, shit that we probably won't have. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I still, I think you're not giving I think we have more empathy than you guys think. That's all I'm saying. So in the end, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. If something happened where the only people, you've been sitting in your diaper for a day and a half and pissed, okay? And the only person that you got there that can clean you and wash you up is your son. You what the fuck you gonna do it? Exactly.
But I just don't
I don't think your son would even let you go that far with it. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying, I feel like I'm giving your sons the benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm saying. You're saying that they would, and maybe they won't. But I feel like as time continues, and they continue to get older, and they continue to mature and understand how life works, they will be there for their motherfucking mom.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it with my son.
That's what I'm saying.
He does. He has a heart for people. He works in fields where he's, caring for people. But I don't want him to stop his life. What I always told him, thankfully I'm married now, but I told him, you know what? Don't stop your life. Make sure I got TV, food, and I'm housed. Go on with your life, because I chose to have you. You didn't have me.
Man.
And so I know that he probably wouldn't do it that way because he is sensitive to my feelings or whatever.
He gonna go on with his life.
I'm like, I don't know that he will, because now my mother's she's been in a nursing home, and now she's in assisted living. And even with her, I'm like,
well, when you get to assisted living,
you got a new baby, you got a wife, you got to go do these things,
Oh, that's the one with
and
the new
so
baby?
and so that's the thing. Like, he just has a heart for people, so that's why when he told me he wanted to go into a medical field, I knew he would do well with it. Okay. But I don't want, like Tasha said, I don't want.
I know you don't want that. Nobody wants. I know. I don't want that. Like, I want my daughter to take care of me when I get older.
Because it's going to be the utmost care.
Right, yeah, because I know my daughter's.
KD is not going to give you that care. That's all I'm saying.
He gonna say, remember when you let my outfit get wet?
Right. They're going to be bringing up little stuff. Because, like I told y'all, Didn't I show you the video of the guy that I follow who takes care of his mom? And he be showing videos of how he cares for her throughout the day, like the dude's back going out and everything, because he literally is having to lift her up to shower her. He's like, lift your titty up now. Like,
how big is his fucking grandmama? Is this his grandmama or his mama?
I'll show you after the show this.
Yes,
my grandmother was skin and bones.
He goes above and beyond for his mom, but it's like little things. I'm like, he be playing too much sometimes. And I'm like, I don't got time for that. His mom can't do nothing.
I would never do nothing like that.
Nothing.
I would never do
nothing.
that.
You say that now, but it takes a toll on you.
It does.
When you're a caregiver. And so you may not mean to do it that day, but maybe they got on your nerves. You didn't get enough sleep.
That part.
You got to go to the bathroom, but you got to take them. There can be an instance.
Oh no,
there's gonna be an instance where you're gonna do something.
No, I would never say like it's gonna be perfect. Oh no, shit gonna get frustrating for you. Like I said, I just think that it'll be good. So let's get on to the next topic. So we got that. So there was this comment that was saying that women saying nowadays that it's a red flag if a man has not experienced some type of some type of gayness or something, like done something gay or have experienced their gay side, got in touch with their feminine side.
So men are supposed to have
I'm telling you, it's supposed, and I've actually seen like two posts of these are, of course, young black ladies.
Okay, I was about to say, because you know they're the biggest freaks.
But you know, this ain't nothing but gaslight. But
Lord,
I mean, because everything else nowadays is like, yo, a man can't do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm
without
saying?
being
like,
labeled.
Right, without being labeled sassy or something.
Yep.
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
some of them is zesty. I'm just saying.
Some of them are, but it's like everything now. The fact that dudes can't be scared to wash their ass because they think that that's a sign of being gay.
We talked about that a couple
not
of
washing
weeks
your
ago.
ass
Come a long
according
way.
to me. But, you know.
Because I thought that was the nastiest shit I have ever heard. Because you can't be going to take a shower after basketball because you've been playing with your boys. No, I gotta wait 24 hours, bro. Because that's
what he
just
said.
it.
That was crazy.
Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like who thinks like that. That's
Here's
the
what
question.
I heard on the radio yesterday.
Who thinks like that?
And I feel like it's an old show, but the one guy said he works at this radio station. When he takes a shit at work.
He takes a shit at work.
Yes.
Okay.
he washes his asshole in the sink.
Okay.
And he went on to explain. There's a
That's
couple problems with this. Now I want him to wash his ass.
Yeah, in the
And
goddamn
his sink.
community sink.
And he's using
Not
his
in the
hand, and
community
he's
sink.
using the soap. This is why I don't like bar soap, and I'd
What's the
never
soap?
use it at nobody's house.
Oh,
He's using the bar soap that everybody washes their hands with.
see,
So
that's why I would never.
To wash his ass?
Yes,
No.
he said he puts the soap on there, and they're like, "How you get the water on there?" He's like, "I splash it with my hand."
Oh my god.
They're like, "Well, what do you wash your ass with?" He's like, "My hand."
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No
So
ham. No Pam. No spam.
I
No.
want you to wash your ass, bro. I want you to do it appropriately.
That is so. The
Appropriately.
fact that you don't think a step further for the next person is what bothers me the
That
most.
too.
How can people be so inconsiderate?
Yeah.
Inconsiderate. Like
Yeah,
you got my
that's nasty.
brain frazzled.
That's nasty.
To think that you would think that in a space that everybody has to use this one thing that you thought was so important to wash your ass with. But now I gotta what? Why do people not think about
This is why I
others?
don't trust bar soap nowhere.
I don't trust nothing anywhere
And it
at any
goes-
time.
No,
Okay,
you
this
can't.
is
You
kind of
gotta
off
just do that
topic.
shit
Let
at
me
home.
ask this, because I just told a man he was nasty for this.
That's okay.
How often do you change your washcloth?
Oh, shit.
I would say probably like once a week. It's definitely once a week because
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. I got multiple washcloths all the time. I got
That's
just
a
a
good
bunch of
answer.
different.
That's a good answer.
It's a bunch of different washcloths hanging in my thing, but I got one main one that I go to though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I use a
sometimes that
different one
bitch-
every time. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Nope.
Because I think about no matter how well you wash it out in that shower, there's still some germs from old ash you putting on you if you use it again.
But if you're using the ass rag, that's
You know,
the rag
people
for
was
the
talking about
ass.
using
I don't
two
want-
rags at
I
one
don't
point in
want-
time. Like you should
I'm
use two
by
rags.
Saturday,
Old
I'm
ass.
ready to go ahead and wash it for the new
You know,
ass.
I don't want no old ass on me. I'm
I think
sorry.
my girl might use two rags. I'll use one rag.
I do. I used
You
to.
have to use. I don't want the ass rag on my body,
Well, see, and that's
I don't look at it as an ass rag.
and because you're gonna put it on your face too.
Just look at
You
it as
gotta have.
I just look at it as a rag.
No.
I've always looked at it as
So
a
you
rag.
use one rag for everything?
So when you was a child, You was using 2 rags?
I was. I got in trouble.
I wasn't using 2 rags.
And
When I was a child, I always used. Nobody
I
ever told me I needed to use. My parents never taught me I needed to use 2 rags.
No,
That
they
was
never
never
taught
something
me
that
that.
was in
Wait,
my
wait.
household.
So I
So I want to clarify.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
Hold, please. You use 1 rag
Yes.
for your entire body.
Yes. That's what my mama did. That's what they did.
The
But
fuck?
I was the one
Who
who
the
started
fuck
the 2
said
rags.
that it was wrong?
So
I
you
never
don't
wiped my
mind?
ass on
Okay,
my
wait.
face.
Okay, this might be
See,
it.
you calling it an ass rag. There's no such thing
But
as an
that's
ass
what
rag.
it
Here go. Okay, wait.
It's only rags.
Okay, this is an answer. So when you get in the shower, what's the first thing you wash?
I start up top.
Yeah,
Okay, where
see,
you start?
there you go.
Okay.
I might
And so
start.
do you
It depends
start
on
at-
how
wait.
I feel. It depends on how I
See,
feel.
and that's what I'm gonna say.
Some days I might want to start at the feet because my feet hurt. Or sometimes I might want to start.
It's the same process
Well, no,
every
usually it's
time.
body first, and then I wash my rag out,
Top
bring it
down.
out, and shit. Then put some more soap on it. Then I wash my face.
Okay, but you skipped the whole part of the body.
No, I didn't.
So hold please. So you start at the top, right?
Yeah, the top
Then you
was
go all the way down.
Yeah, I wash my whole body. Yes.
So that means if you say, and then you come back and wash your face.
And then I wring the rag out and all that shit.
So
put
you
some
done
more
washed
soap
your
on it and
nuts?
everything.
Your asshole, and then you put it on your face.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? I put my fingers in my booty or some shit? No. I'm just washing the crack of my
I
ass.
understand,
Blah, blah, blah.
but they are
You wash
they're
your
naturally
towel
nasty.
every day, though.
Huh?
You're an everyday toweler. See, I'm a weekly. So like you get a new towel every day.
There's
you
sweat in there.
Ooh.
There's bacteria
I'm
in
not-
there.
Listen,
I
I'm not
change mine every
I'm not
week.
living that
I-
life.
I-
I'm not
I
I have
living
1,000
that
him.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right, because that's a lot of motherfucking washing. I'm not doing it.
I
That's a lot of
definitely have
washing. That's a lot of
rags, though.
dishwashing liquid. I ain't doing it.
Wait,
And I'm a
dishwashing
bachelor. I live by myself. I ain't got to worry about that
Hold,
shit.
please. What are you doing with dishwashing liquid?
Well, I mean, with whatever.
You
You
better
know
not be
what the
washing
fuck
no.
I'm talking
I'm
about.
about to say you-
Don't just
no.
because I said something by mistake. Now
No,
you
I
want
was
to try
making
to
sure.
make it semantic.
I'm not making sure because
Oh.
men do stuff like that.
No.
Stupid.
No,
No, I
it
was
was a
making sure.
mistake. I said it was
Okay,
a
cool.
mistake.
I'm just making
Okay.
sure.
Nobody wash clothes with dishwashing
Because I was
liquid.
going to bring you some
No,
laundry detergent
I'm
if that you was
good.
doing that.
Laundry detergent.
Oh,
then.
laundry detergent.
Okay, that's
My
what
bad,
I'm supposed to
bro.
say.
My bad.
Laundry detergent. My
I have
bad.
to ask because when I'm out talking to me and they say crazy stuff like that and they looking at me like, what's the problem?
Man, look.
I got soap and
Man,
bubble.
look. Oh, my goodness.
But no, this whole two
Okay.
rag shit. But once
Two
again,
rags.
I didn't start hearing about 2 rags until I started living with women. As a man, I don't think that was something that, we wasn't on that shit. Most men ain't on that shit
They
now.
not. They not.
If your mama come in and be
They
like,
not.
hey, son, you need to be using 2 rags, like, all right, you going to wash these motherfuckers. But when you living
That's
by
what you
yourself,
supposed to do.
it's
So,
like, shit,
yeah.
I'm washing 1 rag because that's what the fuck I want, man. I'm not about to
I
dirty
guess.
up a bunch of goddamn rags. How many rags do you have in your motherfucking house?
A lot.
God damn. Y'all got a lot of
Mhm.
shit, man. I got to get my
And I
rag
don't
game
share
up.
with nobody. So like
I
when I,
got
was
to get
raising
my
my son,
rag game up.
He had his towels, I had my
I got
towels.
that from my mom them. Because, like, literally, everybody's linen closet,
Mhm.
oh, you got a hella towels and rags.
Mhm.
And sheets. Like, everything.
Well, and that's because we
is
didn't share.
fully
Like I said,
stocked.
me and my son didn't share towels because I don't know what he doing with them towels.
Yep. Same.
Me and my
I got-
husband don't share towels. He
I
I
wants
got
us
like
to. I'm
4
like, no,
or
thank
5
you.
towel sets. That's about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't need
When's your birthday?
September 13th.
You getting some towels for your birthday?
What? As long as
You
them
gonna
bitches
say
stay in
you gonna bring
rotation. What you mean?
Okay,
As
not
long
the
as they
whole
in
time. I'm just gonna
rotation.
get you some washcloths.
Sometimes I might go get some new towels. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But towels ain't like a big thing on my list. Like, I gotta go get some
Okay.
towels and
You still getting washcloths for your birthday?
I'm good. If I need some, I call my auntie or something. Like, auntie,
Mm-mm.
let me get some of the old wash towels. You don't need no
Old
more.
ones, right?
She get some old towels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
really got
here's
some.
another question, kind of related to that. If there's a spill in the house, do you have specific towels you use to
Now
clean it?
listen, we
Yeah.
getting off topic here.
I'm
We
sorry,
talking
I
about
just wanted to
spills
ask
and shit.
because-
We use paper towels for spills.
No,
You
it's
start
a
off
big
with that to get if depending on the size.
yeah.
Right,
You
depending
start
on
off
the
with
spill.
the paper
But you use
towel.
paper
Yeah.
towels,
Because
right?
that goes back to things that men and women think are nasty. So I think it's nasty to use a regular towel to clean anything up off.
Yes. Disgusting.
But my
clean
husband don't
nothing
think
that's-
so, and then he gonna throw it in the laundry. That's why we don't share towels.
Yep.
Oh, well, no, I never use a regular towel in the kitchen.
Agreed.
I would never get it. I have, what are they called? Kitchen towels, right? Or,
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
no, they call something else.
Yeah.
If the toilet overflowed,
Oh,
what towel would you use? Would
I'm
you
gonna
use
use-
a
what you
nice
mean?
luxury towel
He said,
that
what
y'all
you
have for your body, or
I'm
would
use
you
a
use
mop
the
for that.
old?
Mm.
I mean, but like immediately. This thing is
Immediately a
coming out.
mop.
You still gotta run and go grab it. It's like you have these things
No,
available.
I'm not. I'm
Well,
just
you
gonna
ain't
let that
never
shit
been in an
run over
apartment
till I
either.
get to the
It's
You
been
mall.
don't
in
let
a
it run
house.
over.
I'm just.
I've been in an apartment, so it's almost like you got to get something down there real fucking fast.
no.
So it don't go
Just to
down.
try to hurry up and sop the water up.
Oh no,
Either
I
you
got.
gonna pick the luxury towel or you gonna pick the bullshit towel.
I would
My
once again.
boys would pick the luxury fucking. Like, nigga,
Mm-hmm. My husband
that's your
too.
towel from here on out. Don't
Yep.
fucking touch.
And that's
these
why we don't
towels
share
over here.
towels.
Nah,
Yep.
I would just go get a mop. You know, whenever anything is overflowed in my house, I just
Yeah,
go get the
that's
mop.
apartment life,
I don't
yeah.
run and get a towel or anything like that. But if you're talking about spills or something in the kitchen, yeah, you got paper towels and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Get a big one
Mhm.
from Sam's Club for
Man.
a couple dollars.
Put the whole
Shipping went up.
roll on that boy.
But we
Okay,
I don't
I'm
know where the fuck how right. I don't know how we got on this topic.
This is
We were talking about women saying gayness is a red flag.
Squirrel.
Like Jesus. All right, so I guess so. It's a red flag. If you guys go out with somebody, and you guys have been dating for let's say like a month, 2 months, and everything's been going great. You know, this guy's been paying for everything. Everything's been good. You guys have a great chemistry, all that shit. And then, you know, while y'all talking one night, you know, he just tell you like, yeah, I've been with a guy, once before. I didn't like it. I tried it, but I didn't like it. So, I'm never gonna do that again. But, I just wanted to let you know because I fuck with you and we've been rocking for a while.
I'm gonna go with God.
Yep, because I don't know. I feel
Damn,
like
y'all gonna tell me he gone? He gotta go?
Why did he choose to tell me
Just
that?
one time.
So, if
He chose to tell you because he wanted to be vulnerable. See, once again, this is what we be talking
That's
about.
not
We
something
talk
I
about
need to
men
know.
being vulnerable.
I'm not about to touch your booty,
men
so I
trying
don't
to be
need to know.
vulnerable with women,
And
and
I
this is
feel like
what
that's
happens.
what it would lead to right
This is
there.
what happens when
Well,
you try
That's
to
when
be
you open
vulnerable.
the door now.
But
You
no,
wanna
no.
do some
And that's
shit
probably
in
why
the
a lot of women
bedroom
don't
that
like
I
it,
don't
right?
wanna do.
Because
Wait,
they're
what
thinking,
happened?
if you did that before, you thinking I'm gonna be messing with your booty. I'm not messing with your booty.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I don't know what they would be thinking, but I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you what I would be
Maybe
doing.
that is what they would be thinking, that you would be messing with
That's
their
what
booty.
I would
Right.
assume.
So, all right, so,
of that.
But why can't you just say, well, listen, I'm not into the booty stuff, so I'm not messing with your booty. But other than that, we cool. Like, I'll still
I'm
rock
gonna say
with you.
I'm
I'll
not
fuck
messing with
you.
your booty. Go with God. Have a good
See,
life.
so niggas can't be vulnerable.
You can just don't tell me nothing about your booty. I don't wanna know.
Don't say nothing about that's one time. He was just trying it out.
But why would he need to tell me that?
Right.
Because
That's
he
what I'm
wanted
saying.
to let you know he was being
Because he
vulnerable.
wants you to
Be
do
vulnerable about something else. Don't tell me that.
Some freaky shit
See?
now. That's what he want to do.
And that's what
He
women
wants
don't
you to,
think.
he want to see.
Well, what if he told you at dinner? Like, it wasn't in, like, the bed. He told you at dinner. Like,
I'd
he
be
just
like,
wanted to
at
be
dinner?
100%
I'm gonna hit him
honest
like
with
your
you.
friend. I'll be right back.
He wanted to be 100% honest with you. Like, I don't want us to have, because he wanted to be honest, because what if one day you guys are out to eat and
And
he
see his
sees the
booty
gay
print?
guy. Like, he sees the guy that he did the one thing with.
And that one day causes this man to come over and be like, "Hey, Charles."
I'm just saying. You gotta be
I
like,
don't expect that.
he'd be
So
like-
why don't you need
he'd
to
be like,
tell me?
he'd be like, Charles, I told you it was one time, Charles.
See, and this
I
is what's
told you
wrong with
one
the world.
time.
People don't know what to tell. They don't know
Like,
what to tell.
sometimes there are
It was
things
one
that you-
time,
you-
Charles.
Some
Get out,
stuff you
Charles,
can-
get out of here,
Some
Charles.
stuff you can take to the
Get outta
grave.
here.
You can take it to the grave.
Some
It's
stuff,
okay.
You know what I
some
mean?
stuff are classified in that
See?
manner.
But
'Cause
see
I don't
now,
think
but
in
see
this
if
day
he
and
didn't
age-
tell you and Charles come up and do that shit, now y'all looking
I'm glad
crazy.
you said that. Like,
Right.
what the
But what
hell
if he
going
was
on? But
just
that's your
showed you-
time to tell me at that point.
You getting the side eye regardless.
Because
you didn't
why
need
did
to tell
Charles
me
feel
that.
like he needed to
Yes,
come
I
up
know
and
irregardless
blow up
not
the
a word.
spot like that?
That's Charles blowing up the spot.
Oh.
buddy.
Charles caressing
So,
your hand.
guys,
and,
be vulnerable
lingering.
with something else. Don't tell us nothing about that.
Yeah,
don't
don't
wanna
tell
know.
We don't
don't tell
wanna know
women shit.
Please.
Oh,
Okay,
no, I
don't
didn't
tell them
say
a
that.
See
motherfucking
how they
thing.
go? They always
Keep all
one
that
extreme.
shit to yourself.
One
They don't want to
extreme
hear
to
none of
the
that
next. It's never
bullshit. Just keep it to
that.
yourself.
That's not what was said,
No.
sir.
That's what's said. In so many words, that's what they said.
That's
Not at all.
hilarious.
Because stuff like, you got a bunch of kids, you might have some itching. That's the kind of stuff you need to tell. That's important. Because you think you about to get with me.
Very important.
Not some itching.
Things like
Yeah.
that.
It's stuff like that. Or you ain't sure what that bump is, that
My
kind of stuff.
Lord.
But it's some stuff it's okay to take to the grave. Like,
Please.
if you tried that.
All right, well, check this out. So, what about this? So, let's say you're laying in the bed with your significant other, right? You guys are laying in the bed. And, you get a text from your significant other. And it says, good morning, right? Would you text back like, hey, good morning, baby, while you laying in the bed with them?
Yes, and I feel judged.
I don't think I would. The first thing I would think is that you said this to me by accident.
There it is.
No,
There it is.
we do
There
stuff
it
like
is.
that.
That's the trauma. That's. Hey, most
I'm
people.
sitting right here.
No, we just silly like that. We do.
Why the fuck would I do?
We silly.
Listen.
Them.
So look. That's what that was. Shout out Rory and Maul, man. Maul brought what's the girl's name on this show with Rory and Maul?
I don't know.
I forgot her name. I did know her name. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, sweetheart. But look, that's what she said. Her and her dude do. Right? She said her and her dude.
But you would have to know your dude.
Laying in the bed.
Her husband is a prime example.
Right, but when she brought that shit, when she brought that shit up, the first thing I thought was the same thing you thought, and the same thing Maul thought.
Yeah,
like you sent that shit to
somebody else.
Right, you had to send that shit to somebody else.
But then too, I'm not an insecure woman, so even if I thought that, I'd be like, so did she respond? What she telling us?
Not did she respond?
Yeah, I'd be the first like, so who
What she doing today? We going to?
Oh my! I just want to know what the mistake.
Nah, the first thing a Negro gonna think, real talk, and like I said, unless this has already been established. But if I just get that out the regular, out of nowhere, like good morning, I'd have been like, the fuck?
So how do you respond?
Who you spending like exactly like that? Like who you meant to send that to?
Right.
Like
exactly.
I'm right here. You could just say good morning to me. So why would you send a text? I'm just being funny. I'm just being goofy.
Not unless I turned around and you sitting there looking at me like
with the goofy
like,
face.
Right, like that shooting on purpose. I don't know. Like
so you automatically go to the negative? You seeking to be offended?
Well, it's not that. It's just to me, if we're laying in the bed together, there's no reason to text me anything.
I had to lean over.
Let me ask this.
Get over you.
Is it just because of proximity? So if y'all in the same house, you upstairs, she downstairs, is it okay for her to text you then?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just the proximity.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. It's definitely the proximity.
Okay.
Like, we're naked, laying next to each other, like,
we just silly like
good
that.
morning.
And when he does it,
get up, got the fuck up. Like,
and when he does
who
it,
you telling good morning to?
And that's what he does, though. He'll text me, and then when I look at it, he'll say, "What your boyfriend say?" You sent that.
Oh,
he texting that nigga, man. Listen, text that nigga at your house. Don't text that nigga over here. All right, you text that nigga when you leave. You get in your car. You tell that nigga good morning.
She probably wouldn't even hear from me no more. I'm like, what?
Is he telling when he get in the car?
Say, I don't trust this nigga at all.
I don't know what's going on.
It's over for you.
Nope.
It's over for you.
That's crazy.
Y'all funny. So it was something else you said. All right, so it was a possible topic. You said love letters from Natalie. What is that? Love letters from Natalie.
So, the Cheeto Man,
the Cheeto Man.
You know he orange.
Okay.
Y'all president.
Okay, the guy. That guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
His secretary wrote him these letters about things that she hadn't done or whatever, but they read like lovely. They're very inappropriate. First of all, that's all that was on TV last night. That's what made it come to my mind. Okay, so let me give you an example. If I had to write my boss a letter about something I didn't do, I'm going to address him and say, hey, I know I was supposed to do A, B, C, and D, didn't get around to it, yada, yada, yada. She's in there like, oh, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I just really want to make you proud.
She know who she dealing with.
And so, okay, but they're mad because the news media has blown up that she did this. Mm-hmm. You're not mad that people losing their insurance.
Oh, of course not.
You're not mad that people can't eat, but you mad because your possible side piece is now in the media. You have to. I wish I had brought him with me. When I read it, I said black people have said much less in an email and lose their job.
Hello.
All you said was I don't think I can do that. And they're like, okay, we don't need your services no more.
He in HR.
And I just the double standard of things that white people can do at work versus what black people can do gets on my last
everything in life.
nerve. If I breathe too hard, you know how you used to do with your mama.
Oh my Lord!
They're like, okay, we don't need your services anymore. We're gonna walk you out. But here she is, and this man is married. He is in the public eye, and you have sent these inappropriate letters to him. I feel like something else going on there. Not that I care. because who wants that old thing? But
Look, if
Look,
she
I
wants
just-
a check to be cut. She can care less about that old thing.
But my thing
cut
is,
the check.
y'all have important stuff to be
She
focusing
need
on.
to make shit pants.
But you worried about your side piece name being blown up in the news. Don't nobody give a damn. No, nobody gives a damn. And the black part of me is mad because, again, I've been at jobs where now I'm a problem because I said, I don't think I should have to do this. I said it professionally,
Right.
but here she always saying, come get it, and it's no problem. I don't like the double standards in the
I
world
believe it.
of black and white.
Yeah,
That was just
indeed.
the most recent one. I was just like, are they serious? Like, this is
Very
newsworthy?
serious.
Like, every station. It was
Right.
on- I was, who
But
cares?
we're not going to talk about these other things.
Right. We're not going to talk
for
about the fact that
last-
now disabled people are not exempt from having to work to get food stamps. They're disabled.
that Gary, Indiana has gone on with 11 consecutive days of no power.
Yes.
They
Longer
still ain't
than I
talking
think
about
longer than
that.
I
But
think
they're not
longer
worried
than
about
11.
any of that.
None of it.
Any of that. So your side
Anything.
piece is more important.
Yeah.
That's my soul just couldn't rest
Biff,
with that.
I mean, that's what Biff wants, right? Biff gets what he wants.
And that's all they worried about.
Listen,
Mhm.
man, this I don't even I'm really disconnected kind of from that because over there is just it's just too much. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Keeping up,
Smoke and mirrors.
right? Keeping up
Yeah.
with what's going on. Trying to keep up with what's going on that side is
Mhm.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like
that's
you
true.
will definitely go crazy trying to keep up with all the
Man.
dumb and bullshit that they got going on over there.
They got
Because,
plenty
like you
of
said, none of it has anything to do with anything of
Anything.
any substance.
Anything
Yep.
of
You know what I'm saying?
importance.
Anything
Yep.
that's going to help or make anybody other than themselves,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, any better or put them in a better position. All they care about and all they're focused on is making money off of the American people.
And using
They're
tax
stealing our
dollars.
tax dollars. They're stealing money straight. They're just
Right.
really just robbing Americans.
Blind.
Old boy is off top. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's just hard to even, engage in that and what's going on because I don't care. You know
Well,
what I'm
and
saying?
that's it.
Once the Epstein files came out and we seen that they weren't going to do shit about that,
They're not.
we knew that this guy is pretty much off the chain.
Mhm.
Like he's off the leash, nigga. There's
Mhm.
nothing they can do with this thing.
Man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They can't stop him. They can't.
They
The only
can.
thing
They
we got,
can't.
only
They
thing we
won't.
got to wait on.
Mhm.
They don't
Only
want
thing we
to.
got, only thing we can hope
Oh my
for
God.
is the primaries
He's
and the
on the
Democrats
list.
get the House back and get majority power again. If they don't do that, they don't pull that
I don't
off.
have faith.
But what
Right.
I was going to say, what I find interesting, though, is those very people who were following behind him, now they're all in the outrage about that, but also because now it's affecting them. It was okay as long as it was us, long
Right,
as we
of
were going to
course.
get it. And so you hear all these people now, recanting, saying, I can't believe that I voted for him, this, that, and the third. So ultimately, what it all boils down to is humans in general are more concerned with their own interests.
Of course.
So, I hear what you're saying, and I don't usually watch the news for that very reason because
Oh, no.
it's just a bunch of, like you said, smoke and mirrors, and they're not going to do nothing about nothing. But I just find it interesting that even people I don't necessarily like, I still have a general interest about.
No, I get it. No,
You know what I
got
mean?
you.
Like, I can't really explain it, but
no,
I just.
I get you. I totally understand.
Mhm.
Like right now, I'm probably right now I've been focused more on the Nolan Wells case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing
Mhm.
what's gonna go on with him.
And
You
it
see,
was
he,
supposed to-
old boy
supposed to
over
have
there,
that
like you say, the
cheese
orange Cheetos guy,
Mhm.
he ain't said shit about it. He don't give a
At
fuck
all.
about
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Because
So
he's black.
And he eat
right.
Cheetos,
So it's just about like
Duh.
staying in. You know what I'm saying? Staying in. Like Nolan Wells, man. You know that I'm still so upset about what's going on with this case and how they're just not giving this. Just seeing a mother and a father.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Going through what they're going through.
Yeah.
Having to bury their son and not know why
What
we're
happened.
even
Exactly.
burying him. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah.
What even happened?
Yeah.
I mean, they really do know what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think two things can be
That's
true
what they
though.
kid.
I guess that's the part of me that still kind of focuses on what he's doing over there because that's what they do. They distract us
Exactly.
so that they can do something else, and then by the time we hear about it, it's done.
Oh, they
So you
doing that
kind of
shit
got to
too.
keep one eye over there.
Think they got
We
something
definitely
going on
gotta
with the
keep an
crypto?
eye.
I think something's going on with
Yes,
in the crypto
definitely.
industry where they're about to do something there, where they're trying to centralize it and make
Yeah.
it legal pretty much and all that shit. Yeah, they're definitely smoking mirrors. You want us to look over here so they can do some shit over there.
But, especially with the Nolan Wells thing, and I'm not sure if you all talked about that before, but and my heart definitely goes out to the family.
Absolutely.
But I think, and maybe this is something we could talk about at another time, why it's important to make sure your kids are surrounded by their culture.
Right, but I say other black people.
Yes.
Just say that shit.
But not just their culture, but I'm saying have a mixture of friends.
Yeah.
You don't need all or one.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But it's important
you
because...
have 1 or 2 white friends who come with you on a trip with some other black people and a couple other...
Because I have white friends, and they know when you come around my black friends, here's what you don't do, here's what you don't say, those kind of things, and when I'm around their people, so that it's not, nobody is ever in danger when they're in the company of the other person's culture. It shouldn't be an issue in the year of our Lord 2026, but it is.
Well, we just don't have as many allies, and like you said, it's all about and I have been seeing some allies like on Instagram coming out, speaking up about black issues and things going on in the black community. But like you said, it's definitely if you're gonna go out somewhere, because it's funny because it's not funny, but I seen a post and it probably was lying, but the guy was like, "Yeah, I just let my son go on a trip with 6 other white guys, and they all went to Wisconsin or some shit." And he was like,
2 weeks or some shit.
Right, he's like, and I think he's gonna be totally fine. And everybody in the comments was like, "You dummy! Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you just send your send your son to die like that?" You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I told my son when he was in
not saying he
school.
will. Hopefully,
he
won't.
Right.
But there's always the possibility. He was in grad school. There were only 2 black people in that whole program. Him and a guy from Africa. They were going out to do axe throwing.
Oh, hell no.
And I said, axe throwing and liquor. I said, let them know that your mama will get an orange jumpsuit about you. And when they're throwing, you stay behind them because ain't no such thing as an accident. Right. So it's things like that. You have to prepare your kids. But at the same time, we also have to realize some of the parents don't know that because they've grown up like that.
Right, of course.
But it is very important. It's important for your kid to be able to get along in the world, period. Let alone just to with their friends.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's a whole nother topic.
Put them in karate class like I did with my I'm just playing. So, all right. So, that is a totally different topic. We'll say that for another day. But we did touch on Gary, Indiana, and I got something I got to say because this shit was funny. So, I was talking to somebody the other day, right? And they're younger. You know what I'm saying? They're younger than me. But I was like, you heard about Gary, Indiana? And they was like, who is that?
That's too bad. Poor little Tink Tink.
That shit was hilarious to me. Because I was like, what? She was like, who is that? Yeah. I was like, that's the place. I was like, that's the place. That's the place. But the shit was funny as fuck.
That's what we're dealing with.
Because it was hilarious. No, I mean, when, if we're not
context,
right, like, if you're not into that shit, then you're not going to know what's going on. You know how many people know what's going on in Gary, Indiana? Not a lot of people. That's the fucking problem. Nobody knows what's going on in Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I asked them, they're like, what the fuck? Gary, Indiana, nigga, I don't know. Indiana Jones, nigga, what the fuck?
That's concerning.
But they know it's a place now.
Okay, good. Yes, you did your community service.
Exactly. That's all they know. That's what it's about. But that shit was funny.
But y'all hear what they said? They trying to cut up on Keith Lee because he over here bringing in the vendors.
Yeah, to Gary, Indiana.
Like, if you ain't bringing power, don't bring your ass at all.
True.
Because my thing is there a way for you to bring a community effort where you're saying, okay, is it manpower? Is there a way for the community to come in and help y'all restore these fucking lines? Like, what is it that we need to do to get these lines up faster? There's no way that it should be there this long.
Well, and in the meantime, there has, I'm not sure if anyone has looked at, I'm sure they have Lowe's. I was going to say Lowe's, Home Depot. They can donate those things, but they're not going to just do it. Somebody has to reach out and say, can we get this, or even can we borrow this? That kind of thing. But it just depends.
I don't know what Gary, Indiana looks like, but I've heard about Gary, Indiana, and I don't even think it's that. I think Gary, Indiana is very similar to well, definitely like they say, they definitely feel like it's Katrina right now. no power means no nothing.
Yeah.
No food, no
Yeah.
water, no nothing. We
They
ain't got
said that
shit
the
down
water
here.
system,
You know what I'm
they were
saying?
saying that they on a boil alert because now they don't have a way to make the water system filter
Right.
the water in the appropriate way.
Well, and you
Because
think
the
about
power
people
being
that's
out.
on ventilators. People like me who have
Yes.
insulin, they
Yeah.
got to stay
Yeah.
cold. Once it's not cold, it's not good no
Yeah.
more.
That's
You know, those
crazy.
kind of things. So, wow.
Yeah,
But you
they
know
said
why
that.
that's not important to them? Because there's all those brown people there.
Yep.
Right.
They could care
And it's
less.
because of the people and what makes it so bad, you know, and then we can get up out of here in a minute. But, you know, I seen D.L. Hughley was talking about, I believe it was like a Haitian guy or a Haitian business owner. And he had a Haitian restaurant, him and his, you know, wife or whatever. And I guess, you know, now, you know, of course the Haitians got to wear ankle bracelets. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. If you don't go back to Haiti, if you're gonna stay here and you're Haitian, you have to wear an ankle bracelet. Right?
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. Got to wear an ankle bracelet. So he was online, you know, complaining and crying and shit about having to wear ankle bracelets and how. I think his wife got deported. I'm sorry. I think they sent his wife back to Haiti. But guess what? He voted for Trump.
Ain't that
So it's like, so D.L. Hughley was like,
Simple Simon.
D.L. Hughley was like, I don't feel sorry for you.
You got what
Like,
you voted
right,
for.
motherfucker, this is what
Half
you
the day
wanted.
you
This
deserve,
is exactly
sir.
what you get. And there's a lot of black people out there that's sitting there exactly like that. Your dumb ass voted for Trump, and now you sitting around looking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
Somebody
when he
feel
made it
bad.
very clear that you were exactly the population he's coming after.
Right. Immigrants. Motherfucker, you
yes.
ain't from here, you got to go.
Well,
Got
not
to
even
go.
just immigrants. Me and some of my sorority sisters were out doing voting, you know, activities, making sure everybody's registered, etc. And I will never forget. We went to this one house. Told him while we were there. He said, "I'm voting for Trump." Now, number one, we in the hood. And I said, "Do you understand that the very things that you use to live off of," because I had already asked him, so I knew he was getting, you know, benefits and that kind of thing, is the exact thing. He didn't lie about that. He told you he was going after that. That is a direct fire at you.
Right.
I explained it all to him. I said, "What are you going to do?" Because he's using that to pay rent. He's using that to eat. He's using it for his health care. Do you know, after we talked all that time, he said he's still going to vote for Trump. I said, okay, well.
Some people just want to
Good luck with that.
Different.
Right. Some people
But
just.
I think he
Some
really
people are just very
part of the
ignorant.
argument.
They want to be contrary
Ignorance
for the
is
sake of
bliss.
being contrary.
Ignorance is bliss. You know,
And
there's a bunch
expensive.
of blissful motherfuckers out there. And expensive, for sure.
Mhm.
So before we get up out of here, I believe you wanted to promote something, a local black-owned business.
Yes. Octavia's Cater to You
Okay.
is in Willoughby, Ohio. It's a
Willoughby.
Caribbean and soul food restaurant. I had some oxtails there earlier this week. They were delicious. Actually, I had oxtails, collard greens, yams,
Damn. Okay.
macaroni and cheese, and black beans.
Damn, in Willoughby?
Yes.
Oh, shucks.
Yes.
Black
So-
folks, black folks have moved out to Willoughby now, huh? There's
Uh-huh.
a lot of
Yes.
Negroes out there now, huh?
So tell her Crystal Monique sent
Willoughby
you.
used to be a sundown town.
Yeah,
Man.
well, independent. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But anywho, so go there. The food is delicious.
Yeah, but anywho.
Don't laugh at me.
Anywho, it used to be racist as fuck out there. But anywho,
It is.
go get
It's
you
your
some
food to
goddamn.
go.
Right, just watch out for the police.
Right.
But the
Get your
food
birthday
is
cake.
motherfucking delicious.
It is. It is.
So make sure you go. And you said Octavia caters to you.
Mm-hmm. Octavia
Right, man.
caters to you. Yes.
Bet. We're
right,
gonna
I'm
make sure y'all
there.
check that out. Octavia's cater to you. But other than that, I think that's all the topics we have today. And you know what? We do have another announcement. JJ from the SIP. Tasha, what's going on with JJ from the SIP?
I'm hoping y'all. I did do my due diligence and slid in his DMs, and he responded.
Slid in the
Lord, and
DM.
he said, "Let's do it." So I'm hoping that we're gonna get a response, and y'all have a nice little interviews to see next week.
Okay.
That'd
JJ,
be
won't you come?
awesome.
The door is open.
Yes,
Won't you
the
come?
door is open.
JJ
Will
from
you
the
come?
SIP.
Will you come?
Yes,
JJ,
please.
the people. If you could just come in and bless the people with your
Mhm.
presence, we'll be so black.
Boom.
Much black.
Boom.
Oh, man.
That's his shit
There
right
we
there.
go.
All right.
Boom.
All right.
I should have Kilo on.
Yeah, we gonna have to bring that. We can start the music for you for when you come in and have
Right.
a seat.
That shit was hilarious when that nigga was
Just
doing that
for
shit.
you.
That shit was funny as fuck. That nigga
Yes.
said, boom,
So I'm
boom.
hoping.
Yeah,
I
intro
really
music.
hope he do come through. So just gotta. We gonna see.
All right, well, I think he's
Oh,
coming through. So, He'll be here.
Yeah,
so
we're claiming that.
There
make
we
sure
go.
y'all tune in when we have him on here because it's gonna be funny as hell.
It is.
All right, so we're gonna get up out of here. Tasha, where can they find you at?
Per usual, Queen Maria _CLE.
Hey. And Miss Crystal Monique, where can they find you?
On Instagram under the Wild Kitty.
Okay, the Wild Kitty. All right, make sure you follow her. You know to find me at SOE Cash Cow as well as Black Fox Initiative of Cleveland and the Black Dollar Society. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you follow these beautiful ladies. If you guys have any comments, you can always hit me in the DM and, we will respond back. And the episode will be up, what's today, Saturday? So the episode will be up Monday for sure. So make sure you guys tune in. Appreciate the love. We out. Peace.